My name's Christine Habeeb, and I'm going to be presenting our project entitled The Impact of Athlete Culture and Coach Connections on Athlete Help-Seeking Intentions. The NCAA reported in 2016 that 1/3 of college athletes experienced symptoms of anxiety and 1/4 experienced symptoms of depression. As such, it seems that elite athletes are at a higher risk for mental health concerns than the average person. Yet, they are less likely to seek help. For example, one study reported that 62% of athletes who believe they require professional help do not seek formal support. Now, why can this be? Recently, there's been such a greater awareness and increased funding to mitigate these concerns of athletes' mental health, but the issues still remain. When we look into the literature, many reasons are provided, such as athletes having a lack of trust or being worried about confidentiality being broken. They also deal with the social stigmas and the need to be self-reliant, and perhaps they may be low in mental health literacy. When we asked athletes their perspective of the issue in phase 1 of an earlier project, they reported two main themes when we asked them what are the facilitators and barriers to you seeking help. They reported to us that the athlete culture, or the sports setting, including the expectations of them, tended to have a negative impact on their likelihood to seek help. At the same time, having genuine connections with their coach seemed to have a positive influence on their intentions to seek help. When we dug further into the literature, we found that really there's varied evidence on how the athlete culture and coach connections impact athlete help seeking. So the purpose of this study is to examine the extent to which athlete culture and coach connections predict athlete help seeking. 474 student athletes from the American Conference participated in an online survey. If you're interested in the demographics of our study, please take a look at the table explaining the representation in the sample. As far as the measures completed in addition to demographics, there were 3 sections. The first section was athlete culture, and this comprised of items asking athletes about the businesslike and toughness perceptions of their current sporting environment. The second section asked athletes to report on the connections they felt with their coach. And the third section asked athletes to report how likely they would seek help from a list of individuals. These individuals were categorized into athletic administrators, other athletes, significant others, and mental health professionals. Before we dig into the main results of the study, we wanted to highlight an interesting observation within the means. It was interesting that athletes on average reported that they were less likely to seek help from their athletic administrators and most likely to seek help from personal relationships. When we dig into the path analysis, we simultaneously examined the impacts that businesslike, toughness, and coach connections may have on help-seeking intentions of these 4 types of individuals. What we found is that athletes that perceived their environment to be businesslike, that predicted lower intentions to seek help from athletic administrators. At the same time, it predicted a higher intention to seek help from personal relationships. At the same time, athletes that perceived to have a strong coach connection, that predicted higher intentions to seek help from athletic administrators and higher intentions to seek help from other athletes. Toughness was not a significant predictor of any help-seeking intentions. Based on the results of this study, we are concluding that there are 2 main strategies to encourage athletes to seek help. First, we want coaches to build genuine relationships with their athletes, but also minimize that business-like results-only culture. Both strategies are likely to help athletes feel more comfortable with having mental health concerns, as well as seeking the formal support that they may need. Thank you to the American Athletic Conference for funding this project. And if you have any questions, please shoot me an email, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. Have a great day, everyone.